So if you're a senior, like so many of our audience, including me, and you need to make a change in your living situation, but you're really not, you just really don't know where to start, what to do, who to call, where to go. Well, did you know that you might consider contacting a senior living advisor who can help you? Oh, you might say, well, what is a senior living advisor? How can they help me? Well, if you want to know more about that, just stay tuned. Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Scan FYI. My guest today is Judy Collan, and guess what? She's a senior living advisor. So, you know what? We're going to learn all about that today. So, good morning, Judy, and thanks for being my guest.
Good morning, Andrea.
So, why don't we, to get started, Judy, why don't you introduce yourself a little bit and tell people a little bit about what you do, your organization?
Absolutely. I'm Judy Collan. I have a small business here, right there in Monmouth County, senior living advisor. And I help seniors decide on the best living options for them, be it in the home or if they do need to make a move, I help them transition and find another home that's more suitable and healthy for them.
Okay. Now, let's kind of go over a little bit about, because I think a lot of people have not heard the expression senior living advisor. So, can you expand a little bit on exactly what is this, what you, as a senior living advisor, what do you do for people?
Absolutely. So it's always a free consultation, and I can meet with seniors in their home or over the phone or over Zoom. And we find out what their current living situation is and are they happy and healthy in their current situation. If they're not, then we help them find a new living situation where they can be happy and healthy. And then we help them with the whole transition from their current living to a better situation for them.
All right, because of course, for every senior, the living situation is going to be different. So I think one of the problems for a lot of seniors is, there's an overwhelming amount of choices that we don't even know what we don't know. And that's where you would come in to help us figure out what's out there.
Absolutely. And there's a whole lot of choices, and I like to go over all of them with you and show the seniors there's a lot of options for them out there.
So, if someone is looking to make a change in their life, and now that they understand that there is someone out there called a senior living advisor, what should you look for in a senior living advisor? Are there particular credentials? I could just say I'm a senior living advisor, but of course I'm not. So, what should people look for?
Absolutely. So first of all, you want someone local who knows your area.
Yeah, that makes
Um,
sense.
Yep, you need someone who you can talk to and has empathy and understands your needs. Also, you want to make sure someone's a certified senior advisor, which I am. That's a certification process where you have to get testing, and it's a lot of evaluations that need to get done. So I am certified. And you also want to find out what's been your background for the last 20 years. I've been helping seniors and others transition to new homes, and you want somebody that understands and knows what's out there.
So, let me ask you a question because I always say one of the great things about doing Scan FYI is not only is the audience learning, I'm learning too, because
Mhm.
there's lots of things that we still don't know. So, as a senior living advisor, are you a real estate person as well? Or is that,
Yes, that is a small part of what I do. I am a real estate agent, and
oh, see, okay.
I'm also a senior real estate specialist. But that is one very small part in the puzzle of this whole
Okay.
advising business.
But that does that not mean though that you could really help people with the entire process, being that you are?
Absolutely. And yes, so that's what I do. When we do identify a new home, be it assisted living and an apartment or where your new home is going to be, I can help with the whole transition, including if a sale needs to happen, if a new rental needs to happen, I can help with that and help with movers, help with decluttering, help with
Oh,
any estate
decluttering,
sales,
hot topic.
transferring utilities, doing any inspections. It's kind of a white glove service, help all along the way.
So you really are a full service situation. You've got everything covered, which I think is pretty amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, yep, it's all covered.
So let me remind everyone, as you're listening to our conversation with Judy Collan, if her info is on the screen, and of course all of her contact info is going to be in the show notes. So I decide I'm ready for a change, and I'm going to call you like the facilitator to make it all happen. Is that a fair way to say it?
Absolutely, that's
You're
perfect.
you're going to take
Yeah.
care of it. So what are some of the options? Because I think that for a lot of people who might be considering a move, they're not even aware of the different options that are out there. You know, you may live in a house now, you may live in an apartment, a condo, and now you're looking to move. So I'm thinking there's many options for seniors. So maybe talk about some of the options that are out there.
Yeah, absolutely. So right now, if you're living in a two-story house or you have your laundry in the basement, it's not a good situation.
That's the curse.
One of the options is one level ranch living. Um, 55 plus and over communities are great. They have a lot of options and activities right in the community. Rental might be an option if you don't want to purchase a home. Sometimes moving in with the children is an option. If things are expensive, then a lot of times a roommate is great. You can get a two-bedroom, one-bath rental, and that really makes it an affordable option for seniors. If a senior needs help with cooking and cleaning and everyday activities, then possibly an independent living community would be a good option. Or if a senior needs additional care, there's also many assisted livings
Right.
that I've visited throughout Monmouth County, and I have all the information on those if the senior does need more care.
So there's a lot more to it.
Yeah.
And, obviously that's an advantage of having someone like you in the corner for them because you know all these places.
Yes, absolutely. I'm very, very familiar with everything within Monmouth County and Ocean County and Lower Middlesex County.
Well, that covers a lot of territory
Yeah.
right there.
Mhm.
Yeah. So if someone does have to move, I'm thinking there's a lot of, all right, you found me a place. I'm happy with it. Okay, let's make it happen. So I'm thinking there's a lot of steps to, finalizing this.
Yeah, absolutely. The first step is to kind of declutter and downsize what you currently have. And I have a great associate that can come in with her team and help you declutter your whole house, which is even good if you're staying there. But
Yes, actually it is. In fact, maybe if you declutter, you can stay there.
absolutely. So that's the option. Also, I work with seniors, if they do want to stay, we first try to get them to stay in their home if that's where they want to be. But if they do want to make a move, decluttering. And then the next step is if you're renting, then it's pretty easy. If you do have something to sell, then we take care of everything, make it a really stress-free transition, taking care of contacting any attorneys, doing any inspections for you, transferring the utilities for you, finding your movers, helping you with packing. And we even have a 3D capability for your new home. So we can see what furniture is going to fit in your new home. And you can see this all online. So you can decide what furniture you need to take with you and what you don't need to take. We can help you with any donations um, as part of the decluttering process.
So it isn't just saying, okay, I'll do it, and a week later you're out. There's obviously there's a lot more to it for someone. A lot more to it.
Right, right. But again, we
Yeah.
handle the whole thing and really make it stress-free as possible.
Stress free. That's what everyone's looking for.
Yes. Uh-huh.
But if somebody does want to stay in their home and, let me say they're somewhat resistant to change, Are
Mhm.
you able, what would you say are some of the advantages for a senior to, move to a different place and, perhaps improve their lifestyle? How do you frame that to someone who's somewhat resistant, but
Oh,
really does
absolutely.
need to make a change?
Right. So if they're in the same home that they've been and raised their children in, and it's a 4,000 square foot colonial, and they're sitting in front of the TV and they're isolated, that's not good for them. They really need to be up and about and socializing. That is the best thing to keep you happy and healthy. And I think so many people have an idea of these assisted livings and independent livings being like old-fashioned nursing homes where it's really dingy and dark. They're wonderful. I visited so many of them. They have so many activities and bridge and exercise and so many different trips and activities and meals, and they have pubs and social hours and movies that you have so much to do all day long. That's a wonderful thing. So really what I always suggest is let's just take a tour. That's the first step. Let's take a tour of a few communities
Hmm.
and see what you think. No pressure, and that's the first step. And actually, there's a really unique step too, is if you really find a community, independent or assisted that you like, many of them offer either 30 or 60-day trials. So you don't have to sell
Really?
your house. You don't have to do anything. You can try it for 30 days. And after 30 days, you might love it or you might not like it. So that's a really great option. So that's what I
Well,
suggest for them. Give it a try. Take a
that
tour
is a
and try. Yeah.
that is a fabulous option. I didn't realize that places
Yeah.
would do that.
Hmm.
So I think for a lot of people, they need to, like be in that environment, literally
Hmm.
be there to know that they like it or don't like it. So that's a great option.
It is. Yeah.
That is a great option. What's trending for seniors who are moving from, that four-bedroom colonial and they basically live in one
Mhm.
room and now they're going to move? What are you finding that is the preference for many seniors?
Yeah, a lot of seniors do want to stay close to their children. So that's the very first question. Where do you want to be located? Are your children in another state? Are they here? So location is the prime factor. And then the next factor is what are your mobility? What's your activity level now? Many seniors are fine in a 55 plus active adult community. So that has, all the amenities right there. A lot
Hmm.
of times the
Hmm.
pool and the gym and everything you need. But if a senior wants more, maybe they don't want to cook anymore. Maybe they don't want to clean. They don't have to worry about utility bills. Then independent living is a great option for them. So I kind of see both.
Okay.
Yeah,
So again, there's many options,
yeah,
and I think what's unfortunate for a lot of people is like we don't know all the options, but how could
right.
we? And that's the whole idea of calling upon the services of someone like Judy, a senior living advisor. That's what you do for us.
Right, right. I sit down and we talk and I evaluate what are all your interests? What do you like to do? What's your current lifestyle? What are your any health issues that you have? So we go through everything and find out what is the best living options for you.
Now, you also did
Mhm.
mention that you would give a senior is entitled to a free consultation so they understand what might be involved. And I just want to make everyone aware that, let's see, Monday, April, oh, I forgot to write the date. Do you remember what was the date?
April 7th.
April, oh God, okay. Numbers. Monday, April 7th from 10 to 12. Judy is going to be at Scan in our reception area, and she will be there for those 2 hours to open to the public. She'll answer any of your questions. I think it's a great opportunity. Judy is one of our Scan sponsors, and she'll be there. And this is a way for you to just have a very low key meet and greet, talk to Judy, see what she's all about, and see what she might be able to do for you. Because clearly there's a lot of opportunity here to work with a senior living advisor. Yeah, yeah. All right, Judy, any final thoughts you want to share with everybody?
No, I'm just happy to talk with you for a few minutes or an hour and just go over whatever needs you have. I'm happy and here to help you.
So, changing your lifestyle, changing your life, changing your residence, it's not a bad thing. It can be a really great thing. It can totally transform your life, especially if you're, living in a great big house and basically living in one room. Your kids are not local. You're kind of isolated, which is not good for anyone, especially seniors. So, it might be a great time for you to move into a community where you are surrounded by other like-minded people. Have a little more fun in life, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, Judy Collins, Senior Living Advisor, I want to say thank you so much for being my guest today.
Thank you, Andrea, for having me on.
And again, all of Judy's info will be in the show notes if you want to reach out to her. And once again, Monday, April 7th, 10 to 12, Judy will be at Scan, in the basement of Monmouth Mall. Yep, we're still there. We're still there. So remember, everyone, if it's important to you, it's important to us. I'm Andrea Tarr, and we'll see you next time on Scan FYI. Bye, everyone, and bye, Judy.
Bye.